Hey, what's going on, everybody? The A Train Arlington Lane BattleHawk Live. A special edition of BattleHawk Live is coming up right after this. I don't know what we're going to talk about, so all you need to do is just stay right there, stay tuned. You'll find out coming up. And it's all here at BattleHawk Live. You go to One Universal Production on YouTube, or you go to Facebook.com/XFLSTL. And you can find out what we're going to be talking about soon. Hey, Rocky, how you doing tonight, buddy? Let's get going right now. BattleHawk Live.
Welcome to the XFL Talk Show, BattleHawk Live Special Edition. I am Dirty, and sitting right over there is my partner in crime, the one, the only.
The A Train Arlington Lane is here on a Friday night.
Friday night, baby. We got Friday Night SmackDown going.
Probably one of the biggest moments in SmackDown history. I had a friend of mine that went on Twitter and said, hey, let them miss their flight every week.
Right. And then we got those losers down there on Clark Street playing.
You would start that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're right. I would. But thank you guys for joining us.
Yes.
We're doing a special edition because we have a lot to talk about.
That's true. That's true. And Wednesday, we kind of missed out. We had some things that we had to take care of.
Well, I had a birthday party.
Yeah, you had a birthday party.
Yep. You got a flat tire.
I did. So I had to take care of that, man.
So we had to take the day off. So we kept talking. What's up, everybody?
Hey, Dave, and Al in the mix.
Look, we got a cacao.
Yeah, I saw Matt with his cacao.
There it is, right there. You see it scrolling right there in the blue screen right here below us. You could Skype in at One Universal Productions, or you could call in at 314. How the number's coming up, so just the number. I don't care.
If you dare, hey, you go on YouTube right now. One Universal Productions,
exactly.
BattleHawk Live. He actually spelled it right.
I did. You kept yelling at me all the time.
I know, man, because you already know how they gonna take it if we do that, man.
So, I mean, we have literally a bunch to talk about, but the first thing that we need to talk about, my man, is, we got into an interesting conversation because somebody put up on our page, you guys going to talk about this? Yeah. You guys going to talk about this?
Juan, our good buddy Juan.
Juan, he's a half-witted moron.
It was about the Corey Vereen situation, former. He's no longer linebacker over at Los Angeles Wildcats. But speaking of which,
Will, your shirt's in the mail. Or not, Will. Rocky, your shirt's in the mail.
Your shirt's
since you want to be impatient, your shirt's in the mail.
Yeah, we said that publicly, so that
right. So there you go. And you're right. I found it. You're right. I said you want a free shirt.
You're gonna
get
one.
You're going to get a free shirt. Okay, I'm done.
All right. All right. Now that we got that out of the way.
Or do I need to go into the rant? No, we'll save a rant for Wednesday.
You want to stay with state? Yeah.
Yeah, we got some new segments coming up.
Yeah, coming up on the next show.
Right.
On next Wednesday. The situation came up was about Corey Vereen, and he saw what the pay scale was going to be, and it said that the average player in the XFL is going to be $55,000, and he was like, "Well, you know what? I don't want to be a part of the XFL." Now, with that said, Logan Brown was on with XFL News Hub, and he had talked a bit about why his client Corey Vereen didn't want to be a part of the league. And he had said, and I'm going to say a little bit of it, is that he had mentioned that there was going to be, remember we had talked about it even on this show.
We did. And I found an article. I found an article because the article that I want to use is from Yahoo Sports because, I don't like doing anything with the devil, which would be ESPN or any of those guys because they're owned by Disney. It was interesting because they've always said the average salary is $55,000.
Right, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with
that's the average salary.
And I understand that, but I think where he was coming from, what was trying to get across Logan Brown, because they started railing on him.
Yes.
Was that remember at the beginning there was the mention of the tiers.
Correct.
So, and I can understand, that the head signal caller get the most money because he is going to be the leader of that squad. And
you're absolutely right, Dave. It is a much ado about nothing. Now, we're going to talk about it because some idiot said, "Oh, you guys ain't real journalists." Well, you've always said I'm not a real journalist, so now I'm going to talk about it. See, this is the Friday show, so this ain't the Wednesday show, so we can be a little more...
Right, and since you want to bring that up...
We could be a little more R-rated. And Rocky Bird, your shirt's in the mail, bitch.
Now, with that said, since you guys wanted us to talk about it, we did talk about it, and we were going to talk about it.
Right, and here it goes.
But here's my thing.
Oh, shit, hold on.
You got to throw it on there now.
Hold on. I see. I
new
feel
segment
it coming.
New segment
I feel it coming
in.
already?
It's already there.
Are you serious?
It is kicking in right now.
Seriously,
it's
man?
kicking in. Yes.
Really? We're going to go there?
Yes.
We're going to go
right
there?
Now. Right now. I'm so serious.
We're going to go there right now?
I'm so serious. Do it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is a brand new segment. Put me on.
Hold on. I'm getting you. I'm making it even better for you, baby. Watch this. Tell them what this segment is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is called the derailment with the A train. And the derailment is, if you know what a derailment is, go Google it right now, because I'm not going to tell you what it is at all. There's no point of me telling you anything about other than this is the derailment on the XFL STL talk show. So for those that wanted to sit there, for one, I have an issue with those that came at us and they wanted to talk about some shirts. You got petty over shirts. Shirts! You got petty over a shirt that you were going to get. But since you had to be so impatient about that shirt, you're going to get your shirt. And you're going to be happy with it. And that's nothing there is to it. I'm still going to be professional in this whole ordeal. You got crazy over a shirt. No, it wasn't about the shirt. It wasn't about the shirt. It was about the lies. The lie wasn't there. That's what you wanted it to be, was a lie. You were going to get a shirt. You didn't have any patience to allow us to get anything together. We're doing this out of our own pockets. It ain't like we got money coming from us. And this is probably going to be put a smile on your face. Well, I'm glad that it did, because we're here to entertain, and that's what we're going to do for you each week that we do this show. But to sit there and cry and moan and
thank you, Pudge.
Bitch. Yes, thank you, Pudge. About a shirt. And yes, I'm glad that you did find the video from August 20th. You must feel so proud of yourself. Now you need a doggy biscuit. We'll give you one. But that's unbelievable that you wanted to sit there to try and get us riled up. And you did. You did. Excellent job. But just to let you know,
is it a mint? Arlington, I have a question. I don't mean to interrupt the derailment, but Wayne wants to know: is it a male shirt? Is it a men's shirt or a woman's shirt?
I guess we'll have to determine that.
I guess the guy who gets the shirt will have to determine.
It's been determined for him.
Yeah, and it's in the mail.
Yeah, it's been determined for
him. All right, back to the derailment. Back to the derailment.
Also, the thing about real journalism, how do I want to take about this? From the get-go, we never were real journalists. We just happened to cover the XFL. You want journalism where you want us to sit down. No, we're not Bernie Miklasz. No, we're not Frank Cusimano. No, we're not Martin
Morning After guys.
We're not. Anyway, we're not none of those guys. We're fans of the game just like you are. So to sit there and act like, oh, nobody's going to take you seriously. I don't care. Why? They're going to watch us no matter what. The real fans are going to watch what we do. And the real fans are going to follow what we got going on. So at this point, I don't care if we're journalists or not. But guess what? You'll see me. You'll come over and want to say something. Because there's a real thing. If you really want us to know, you could have been over here in this seat. It was here waiting for you. You were supposed to be here. But you start getting cramps. You start cramping up. You start having male menopause. And then you never wanted to show up. So then I get a call. Talking about come here and do this. And now that we're here, now you want to start derailing and hating. That's very interesting coming from an individual like yourself. I'm not going to mention him by name, but he know who he is because he know who he's talking about. That's kind of interesting that you do that. We wanted you here, but you never wanted to show up to this place. You made excuses of being here. Your opportunity was here sitting waiting for you. But now do you want to just keep hating? That's all I want. Keep the same energy that you've been having each week, that you've been coming on this year's show and commenting. Just keep the same energy. I'm done, man. Get this camera off, man.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now.
You feel better?
Yeah, I feel better.
Okay. Should we go back to the Shane Vereen thing or Corey Vereen?
Yeah, we can go back to
so let's go back to it because when we talked about this, okay, yes, there is a real thing called male menopause. And
yes,
there's a certain individual that is going through it, and he's getting his shirt. It's in the mail. I mailed it off today. So he's getting his shirt. So
there's a real thing called male menopause.
That's the last we're going to talk about it. So here's the thing. They never said. They said there was a tier system. There still is a tier system, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said tier one's going to make more money, and then it's going to break down. Okay?
Now, we shouldn't even...
No, the attitude doesn't start that early. Usually it's... for some reason, Arlington's fired up tonight. Usually it's me who's going on the rant.
Exactly, man. I had to get that out of my system. I had to get that out of my system tonight, for real. It's just we doing it on a Friday. It was best to do it today.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I probably won't do it again for a long time unless
right, exactly.
Somebody's going to try to provoke me to go there, but I've already done my job, okay?
So here's the thing. So it seemed like the XFL deemed Corey Vereen as a tier 4 player, which that means the base salary, the average salary would be $55,000.
Right.
So that's what they seem to deem him. So now
I won't even say that. I won't even say that. It could have been a lot higher for him.
That's true.
From what he did in other leagues.
Exactly.
But because now what it's going to look like.
Because it said the contract was still negotiable.
Exactly. But now what it seems like is
sour grapes.
And he's the odd man out in this case.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to look it's not going to look bad on the XFL. It's going to look bad on Corey Vereen.
Well, I would say Corey Vereen because I listened to it, okay, and I understand why he did it. I mean, he did get a degree in civics and civil engineering,
right?
So he makes a good money,
right?
Okay, I get it. And so here's the article right here. As you see, it says Corey Corey Vereen withdraws from the XFL over concerns that the salary isn't appropriate. Now, but first and foremost, let me play this, Arlington. Let me show this right here.
I'm sorry, Wayne. Thank you, Wayne.
So it says the news and views and opinions shared in this video created by One Universal, the One Universal production company, the In the Zone, and the BattleHawk Live do not represent the views and opinions and beliefs of above. This is from the Fair Usage Act, copyright disclaimer under Section 107, Copyright Act of 1976. This is courtesy of Yahoo Sports, and it says Corey Vereen, a former Tennessee Volunteer star and Alliance of America football player, is the first to publicly withdraw from the XFL after being drafted into the rebooted league. Okay? So, Vereen withdraws from the XFL coming off an invite to the Arizona training camp. Now, let's get this. Let's remember now. Mr. Vereen hurt his knee and had to have surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not a lot of the NFL is going to look at him. This was a way for him to get back into the league, possibly back into the league.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
mm-hmm.
So that's what this is. Oh wait, why is it this up? No, not that one. Where'd it go? Oh, it's this one. There we go.
Yeah. Back
at it. Okay. So coming off the invite of the Cardinals training camp, Vereen was taken by the Los Angeles Wild. I can't believe I just said that name. The Wildcats.
Say it.
In the 8th round of the unconventional XFL draft. He played for Tennessee from 13 to 16 and spent a few months with the New England Patriots in 17 before being cut that September.
You're right.
Okay, so now, again, I'm going to go back to it. You were cut in September from an NFL team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I'm not going to say anything because here I am, 43 years old, 250 pounds. I could make it in the NFL. He's in way better shape than I am.
True.
But they cut him for a reason.
Right.
Could this stem from his knee injury?
Could be.
That he's had. Okay. It says, but after feeling misled about salary promises, he will instead step back from the league first. He is the first to publicly do so. So here's why I see no validity in this. Oh, shite. Look at this. So here it is, the offer. Now, I don't know. Arlington, you got a calculator on your phone, right?
I know.
I don't know if my math is very good.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so here's what it says. It says the base salary is $27,040. We're not going to use that, okay?
Okay.
So let's just say the base salary is $27,000.
Okay.
All right, you ready? So now, for every pregame activity bonus, and thank you, Wayne. He says thank you. For every pregame activity, so that means you participate in the game,
Yep.
you're going to get $1,685.
Okay.
Okay.
I can tell you that off
There's
the
10
flip.
games. There's 10 games.
Let me tell you off the flip. That's $16,850.
Thank you.
Hey, here's the
Wait, now we're at 27,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now let's add 16.
That's $43,000.
Let's just go 16 to make it easy.
Yeah.
So we're at what now?
Well, with $44,000. Okay. Right
Yeah.
in that area.
Okay.
Okay. Then let's say wins.
Wait. Okay. So you talk
The win
about
bonus.
wins.
Let's say,
A
for
weekly
instance,
win
the
bonus.
Wildcats won 7 times.
Let's just say 5. Let's just say 5.
I was being okay.
Let's
5.
just say 5.
5 is okay.
So you get a weekly win bonus of $22.22.
Right. So 5 times that is $11,110. So then, if you add that with the 44,000, that's the the average 55,000.
Oh, wait, is that the average $55,000?
Yes, but here's the thing where
What? How does that math work, Arlington? I don't understand.
are you having a rant in you as well?
I don't understand. And as if you scroll down some more, it says the NFL released the salary info to agents on October 11th ahead of the draft.
Right. So they were Logan Brown Sports was saying that it changed.
Right. So now, $27,000 for 26 weeks of football.
Not
That's
even
from
it. For 10.
No, it says right here, players will receive a base salary of $27.40 for 26 weeks from
26,
December
okay.
4th
to
to May 31st.
Mhm.
That they are employed by the league.
Right.
They then earn an additional amount of $16,850
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So it even breaks it down even more, Arlington. It says a starter on the team that goes 500 would be what? Wait, Arlington, what? The average of $55,000. The assigned quarterbacks, which we know will earn significantly more, just under 500,000 at $494,000. Sources told the Yahoo Sports. The daily salary info was not released. It is more than the NFL's rookie minimum. Wait. Now, previous reports did say a higher salary from an average of 75,000 numbers reported by Forbes to tier 3 players that included the bottom tier between 50 and 70,000. Now, Vareem dubbed a nerd by Tennessee teammates will significantly make more than that using his degree, which we know he's a civil engineer. Okay, according to Glassdoor, salaries about 111,000 and could be higher depending on the company. There is no stipulations about wins or playoffs. Now, okay. Now, Arlington.
Yes.
You do know. Yes, Matt. We did say that it is between December and May. May 31st. December 4th to May 31st of next year.
Dirty actually said that. He did.
Yes. So, now, Arlington, yes. You do know.
I do
okay? Know. We do know a few players in the league.
Yes.
Right? Now, here's what I will say on this. This is one player speaking out on this.
Correct.
Okay? Now, if this was 3 and 4 and 5, I'll say if this was more, because they drafted almost 1,000 players per team per the whole thing.
There was 1,000 players in the pool.
There was 70 players, 70 rounds.
70. It was
so 700 players. 8 teams. No.
560 players.
560 players. Right.
About 70
roughly.
Players, 8 teams, 560. Yeah,
roughly.
Right there. Yeah. So over half.
Let's just say 600 players.
Yeah, we'll just throw that.
We'll just make it easy. 600 players.
Yes.
Now, I would be concerned with this article if there was 100 players coming out.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one player that came out against the salary.
Yes.
Now,
not against the league, just the salary.
Not against the league, in the salary. And now, if you go back and you listen to the interview that you can to on XFL News Hub, who came after us with their show 37.
Stop it.
They interviewed the guys from Logan. He said that he has 4 other players underneath him that guess what they're doing, Arlington? Playing in the league.
They want to play.
Playing in the league.
They want to play.
So, again, I will say, just like David said earlier, this is an article of much to do about nothing. I understand that you want to play the game. I understand that you love football, okay? Hell, I wish I'd have done better in school and played, because I could have if I got good grades, but I hated school. Plain and simple. But I understand, and I don't fault Corey Vereen, because the kid went and got a college degree, a very good one. A civil engineer is a great degree. He's going to make a buttload of money doing that on the side.
Right.
Okay? I don't fault the kid. But don't go out and bash them that they were giving you the opportunity to relive your dream.
And not only that.
Go back and renegotiate with them.
And not only that. You sat there.
Yeah, right.
It's been said that, you had the knee injury.
Yes.
What make you think that the NFL wants you right now? And if they do want you, they're going to keep you on the practice squad. You may not get an opportunity to be on the field. Yes, the money may be better. The money is going to be better. Right. Come on, man. I get that. But it's not guaranteed either. Same thing is said for the XFL, that the money's not guaranteed. But you will get a bigger opportunity to be more of a star there than you would be in the NFL.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. And big ups to Logan Brown for, stepping up, stepping out. But one thing, Logan, that you don't need to do is to go out and bash people for somebody that, if they were ill-informed, keep a professionalism, man. I know you're going to sit back and people like, you got your nerve to be talking about something about professionalism. You know what? I don't care. But at this point, he's an agent. He is the head runner. He's the one that's negotiating deals and going out on social media, going off on people. That ain't okay. I'm a fan at the end of the day. You know, if you want to look me at as an authority figure, fine. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this league, and I'm going to be a fan of, and I have my right to say of opinion if need be. So at this point right now, man, I appreciate what you said on XFL News Hub. It was an excellent interview.
Yeah, great interview.
But hey, chill on going after people, man. You do have clients, and you know you want to keep having those clients. You know what I'm saying? So, but for real, Logan, big ups to you, man. I appreciate it.
And Wayne, you're right. You're right. The supplemental draft is coming up in December.
I see. I thought, yeah, it is December.
Yeah, it'll be December,
Yeah.
and you know, great
Late
thing.
November, December, somewhere around.
Yeah, great thing from Sandy Johnson over there at the official St. Louis BattleHawks fan page, who's got that. As you saw that we reported that the jerseys were coming out, and yes, you're getting your shirt. It's in the mail. And you're right. A few players have backed out since then.
Yeah.
Since the announcement of the supplemental draft.
Mm-hmm.
There hasn't been an official announcement, but some players have backed out.
And now's my chance to have Carter Schultz get up there. He needs to be there.
Exactly.
I want to see him there because I think he's going to be an amazing talent. He's an amazing talent, and no way that the BattleHawks should not be able to go after that young man. Carter Schultz still got it, and I think he will be perfect because it's seeing what that defense looking like. One day, hey, Will Hill, we're going to have to get him on the show.
Yes.
Because I want to hear some things about not just what he's doing with the BattleHawks, but also what he did when he was with the Orlando Apollos. And speaking of which, I know we talk bad about the Wildcats on this show, but shout out to Heather.
Oh,
Carrance.
yeah, here.
Shout out to team president Heather Brooks Carrance. Go right now to Twitter.
Plug it in. Plug you in.
Yeah,
Let me know when you're ready.
I want you to hear.
There you go. You got it.
I want you to hear the shade.
Hold on. Let me do this.
Woo. I want you to hear the
Bitch was ruthless.
shade.
Bitch was ruthless.
Total shade. Hey, she wasn't even trying to be.
No, she
shady.
wasn't. But
she
bitch.
wasn't. But the things that was said was so truthful that it seemed so harmful.
Right. Exactly. And what happened to Zach Stacy? I think you're going to see Zach Stacy in
at the supplemental draft. Exactly.
I think you will.
I hope he's there.
All right, let me know when you're ready to play it.
All right, give me 1 second. Oh, heaven. You know, we might be enemies when it comes down to the teams.
Right, and Wayne, you're right. For every player that backs out, there will be 10 more in line. You're absolutely
just ready to go.
100% correct.
All right.
Okay.
Let me do this. I need to mute. I think I did mute.
Wayne, you're right. Nope, you didn't mute it. I just heard it.
Let me
mute the watch party.
Yeah, and mute the watch parties. And then
so this is what happens when you just do a off the cuff show.
I know. It happens that way.
I know, I love it though. And yes, they will be their rumor has it, considering we don't tell the truth and we lie to all of you people.
Yeah.
According to somebody whose shirt is in the mail.
Yeah. I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
But keep going. Finish your point.
Yes, the rumor is that the uniforms will be announced about a week before Thanksgiving or the week after Thanksgiving.
Hey, if that's the case, the XFL been lying to you all season. If that's how you want to take that all year long, okay? If that's how y'all want to take it at this route.
Here goes Matthew says the guy who backed out wasn't really that good, and he knew his failed football career was over.
That is your opinion. That's how we're going to leave it.
Because he wasn't too bad in Tennessee. All right, you ready to go?
Yes.
He says the guy who backed out you got to mute your watch party. Good, and he knew
that's you.
His failed football. No, dog, that's you.
That is your opinion. I don't have anything going.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, I know it. I know what it is. I see it. I see it now. I see it. All right.
Oh man, did they mute me? No, Wayne, we didn't mute you.
No. All right, here we go.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, go.
Have you guys looked at all the AAF debuted in February? Didn't make it an entire season. Have you kind of looked at some of the things that worked or didn't work with them?
Of course, always watching what's happening in the industry to learn best practices. But I think what the AAF did do really well is they showed us that the talent's there. there can be great football, and the community and the demand is there for more.
She gave him
football.
credit.
So that's great for our model. Now, our business model is very different than what the AAF tried to explore. We have really solid financing in place. We have great leadership. We've taken our time to make sure that we're building this the right way and that we're doing it the way that makes sense for each of our markets.
Yeah.
And then the other part that's really unprecedented about the XFL this time around is that we have two amazing media partners with Fox and Disney, ABC, ESPN, where all of our games are being nationally broadcast.
That's probably really helpful. And
Now, look.
Hey, I don't give a damn what you say, man.
Dude, that's some shade, bro.
Dog, hey.
That's just straight up shade.
She gave credit where credit was due. She did say
did.
the talent. Because guess what? Most of those talents are now playing in the XFL. But the leadership, that's what is the key thing about this league. And we can sit here and be cheerleaders all day long, but you see at the end of the day what is really going down. And all these people that's sitting there hating on it.
Wait, aren't we called cheerleaders for the
Yes.
BattleHawks?
We were.
Oh, we were, weren't we? Okay.
Yeah, we sure were.
Oh, okay. My bad. Go on.
Yeah. And so at this point, the games were okay. They were great. You know what I'm saying? It actually
They
gradually
really
got
were.
better. You know, and you saw the talent. But my thing was this. They had Bleacher Report, TNT every now and again, CBS Sports, and which you couldn't get the stream even for CBS Sports because of the contractual obligations.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, they had the game on CBS, which actually did better on that Saturday, that first weekend in February. It did wonderful.
Now, here we go. We got some guys on here. Agreed. Matthew says agreed. Those games were exciting. The AAF had poor management and no TV contracts. Agreed. And
No real ones.
yeah, and ridiculously bad city selections. I will agree.
Yeah, you know what?
They were.
I know what they were trying to do, though.
I do too. Bring in the football, but Birmingham had good crowds.
Yeah, it
San
was
Antonio
decent.
had good crowds.
Orlando was the best one. San Antonio was. And I hear why a lot of people always constantly saying,
Wayne says, "Hell yeah, give me pom poms."
I understand why people kept constantly saying Orlando and San Antonio would make great XFL cities. And yeah, they would. But right now, they're not going to be. You have to give this an opportunity to grow. You got to give it its 3 years at least before they even think about doing that. That's going to be some merchandise that you're going to want to see. You'll want to see an XFL video game. For real. I want to see it at this point now. Once this season and the next season progress, if it still get if it still get a lot of fans coming through, expect some stuff like that to get.
Oh,
get in the high gear.
100%.
And then the gambling with it. You know, they're going to do the fantasy football. That's what I'm really wanting to see. What is the gambling aspect for this?
Yes.
All right. That's what I'm really looking forward to seeing with the league. He said, "No, we didn't. No, Wayne, we didn't mute you at all, man."
No, I told you we didn't mute him.
Yeah. So you know, like we said, supplemental drafts coming later on. It might be at the end. I think it's the end of this month, if not right in the beginning of December. And then when they get that, they'll finalize the rosters, and then we'll get set to some training camps, mini camps, and some preseason, not preseason, like scrimmage stuff. You gotta see how the games play between the teams, and so we'll get that together. And then February.
Al, you're right. San Diego would make a great city for an XFL team.
It would.
I think it's going to be there. And you're right. Birmingham had 4,000 at one game, but then as the season went on, they started getting more people.
And the reason why Birmingham and Memphis didn't really get into it, it was cold in those cities, and you wouldn't think they would be, especially because they're like Midwest and South. And you think it was Southeast, so you think it wouldn't be as bad. But they had rain at times, and so it kind of kept the crowds away.
Now,
and it kind of took away from that.
Matthew says the XFL has been from the beginning, has been far superior to the AAF.
Yes.
Really?
If you're looking at it from a leadership standpoint by how they've taken it,
okay,
now I get it.
Okay.
A lot of the things that's been said have been delayed and pushed back.
Okay.
But they're not rushing with it. You get what I'm saying? They're not rushing getting this stuff together.
Right.
And again, we've said before that it seemed like the AAF was rushed.
Right.
We didn't know what happened in 2017
Correct.
at all. So we just found out 2018 that there was going to be a league, and boom, 2019, there it was.
Right. All right, Will, what do you got for me?
Hey, guys, and thank you for addressing that annoying shirt situation because I told Arlington about that last night.
Yes.
Oh, he's getting a shirt, Will.
Yeah,
He's
we
getting a
give
Oh, I
shirt.
know. I saw that a little bit earlier.
What you got for us, buddy?
Shut up. Doing good. As you guys know, if you saw from earlier, I was at the meet and greet in Arnold, Missouri.
Yeah.
Yes, you were. How was it, Will?
It was pretty good. I think there would have been more if the weather was better, but
Yeah.
it went pretty good. Our beloved Mother Hawk Lois showed up.
Yes.
Yep, she was there.
Yeah, and actually, there was a few times after a few of the people from where I'm at, after they were done, they actually asked me some questions. I actually had to explain to people that, yes, the games are televised on Fox and ABC. It's like, and heck, they didn't even know Bob Stoops was coaching for a Rare Games. I'm like, oh boy.
Right, yeah,
But hey,
exactly.
but guess what that means, though, Will? That means you're going to gain new fans from that.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
because
they're already interested, and heck, I actually talked to a old fraternity brother of mine who lives in DC that's actually going to a game when the BattleHawks are there and wearing BattleHawks gear. So I'm like, okay, good man. One thing if people don't know today, season ticket holders got some more information.
Yes,
like
they
one of
did.
their benefits was for the discount season tickets. But there's one thing on the bottom of that email that was quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It said on the bottom of that email that the code, there's two things that the code won't work for if you combine with a special, like if they're probably going to have a Black Friday special at the end of the month. That's
Right.
kind of obvious.
Right.
So it won't work there. One thing it said that it would not work was for customization items.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So that means more than likely that there will be some customizable options, maybe jerseys. We'll see soon. And I did talk to one of the guys. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't Kurt. He said there might be some jersey event involving the season ticket holders, which might be the first season ticket holder event for the BattleHawk. So I'll probably find out more information since I am a season ticket holder
Yes,
on that.
indeed.
And I did talk to them. Once the league ball is announced, that will also be for sale at the store. And another thing on an email, there will be XFL merchandise for sale at the stadium. That was one thing. It said the code would work for online and stadium stores. So that was what I was wondering. Are they actually going to sell them at the stadium? So that was one thing good to find
That's
out.
big, man. That is huge. That is so great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and let's see here if I'm trying to remember here. And also, if people don't know, there was that image that those leaked uniforms, and I think you already told them those are not correct.
It's
I
all
even talked-
bullshit.
Yeah,
I got blocked from a page. But what
I
other...
know who you're talking about. That the person.
Don't say
I
his
will not-
name.
Yeah, don't.
I will not.
Okay.
I will not give this person. Apparently, the guy follows me, and I'm not following him back. I'm like, okay.
Well, how many pages has Dirty been blocked from? I'm blocked from the morning after show. Because they just love to bash us. So I don't care. Let them. I don't care. What's really good about the XFL community is that the ones that have been here since the beginning, like us, the XFL STL Talk Show,
Yes.
the official St. Louis BattleHawk page, St. Louis BattleHawk page, fan page. What's the other ones? There's a few other.
XFL Newsroom from Steven down in Houston. He was there with the.
Right, we've all been on board with this since December of last year. That's when we started getting this show going.
Mm-hmm.
And we would do a show here and there from January and February. And then April, we just said, screw it, we're going full time. And that's what happened. So that's what's so cool is that the real fans, the grassroots fans, have all stuck together.
Yes.
And so for that, we want to say thank you to everybody.
And it's growing, might I add.
Oh, it keeps growing. It don't stop.
And another thing, too, is this week there was a couple that I saw so far of invites for the supplemental draft.
Yes.
And someone did ask Carter Schultz, that one who got he was second in sacks for the Stallions, correct?
Correct.
I just want
That's
to make
correct.
sure that was correct.
Yep.
And someone asked him, and he said so far he has not been invited for the supplemental draft. So I'm like, okay, come on, guys. He's got to, it's like, I'm like saying is there something we don't know? Is there some type of injury or something? Or it's not like that Corey Vereen situation that back out for money reasons when there might be something other, but
now, Will, so let me ask you this, Will, because I saw that you posted earlier this week on XFL STL talk show that 85% of the lower bowl has been sold now.
There was something I heard about that. I did ask them. The tickets for both single and season have been sold very well.
Right.
When I asked them that at the meet and greet, so there's no problem. Like I checked on the single game tickets myself, and sometimes when there were some open sections, there was like at least 6 to 8 that were available to buy. So that's actually pretty good.
Right.
Don't kill yourself over there, man.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to do something. Keep going, Will.
And let's see, we're still number 1 in merchandise sales. That's probably going to continue on.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised at that. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I heard some things about Seattle was jumping down on them with merchandise. So, or is that with tickets?
It might be, but the multiple items on that, because you can go to the site yourself and see what are the top selling items on the site.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it's like BattleHawk, then it's like mixture of teams, and BattleHawk. It's like different type of stuff, so it's like I don't know how often they update it, but honestly, it shows that it's kind of obvious that either we're number 1, us in Seattle, or 1-2 or 2-1, which is actually a good thing.
Right. It doesn't matter at this point,
Now, Will is on Matt Christopher. Will is on here all the time, and Will is our main contributor to the XFL STL. So Will can't always join us in studio, but Will knows how to call. So, if you guys call, what you can see, 314-920-3736, or you can Skype us at One Universal Production. Will's always on here with us.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking to. He's a friend of mine and my brother's.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm giving you love, Will.
Hey.
Yeah, no problem with that. Heck, you guys are I don't mind being the big guy in the background, and you guys are in the spotlight and stuff. So I will say, if someone gets me mad, I might jump in front of you guys.
And that's why we love you, man. That's why we like having you, man.
Hey, I'm trust me, if even if it's not there to jerk to your guys, I'm going to be like, oh, excuse me for a month. Hi there.
Now, David Burnett from A Football World just posted up that he's seen from the Ticketmaster website. Look like there's probably 2,000 tickets available for that home opener versus the New York Guardians.
That is true.
So February 23rd, folks, 2020 is the home opener, and I wish we could play a clip from In the Zone, our sister show, talking about.
I was sawing it, but I lost it.
No, because it's we could because it's Friday. It's a Friday show.
And also today, guys, if you haven't seen it, they actually did replace that sign at Blue Fuse and Affleck's at Rams Way is no more.
Yes, it is no longer Rams Way. I think it. What did they?
Athletic Lane. I think?
Yeah, Athletic Lane is what it is. So that is the new name for it. All right, Will. Before we let you go, did Kurt say anything else? Did he give any other new stuff out or anything like that?
Something to look forward to.
Something to look forward to in the next few weeks.
The only thing that I know is that they originally wanted the ball and the jerseys to be announced together, but that looks like that's going to be separate.
Okay.
And then there really wasn't much. The supplemental draft is this month. He didn't tell me what the date it was for it.
Right.
And that's pretty much it, unfortunately.
Well, you know what? What they have been doing over the last...
I love this comment. You ready? Will is the XFL's John Clayton. For the XFL STL talk show, yes. Will is John Clayton
yes.
for our show.
For our show, exactly. He has the news. He breaks it down. Hey, if you haven't been on the XFL STL page,
oh my God, Will, what a great job, dude!
Man,
what a great job.
Down.
Trust me, I've been trying to find stuff on some of those players, like the last running back Leonard Tillery, because he has the the rushing record for SWAC for the historical Black
That's
College
right.
rushing record.
Sure
It's like,
does.
Yeah.
why is he not in the? It's like, I'm surprised we got him.
Right. Yeah.
So-
Great job,
because
Will,
we
on
know
what
we're
you
gonna-
do.
Because we got Michael, we got Jones. Who knows if we're going to have 3 or 4 backs, depending on how we're going to do this offense of ours.
Right.
So-
I think that's what's going to be the fun part is seeing how well they put this offense together.
Because one thing, I don't know if he's going to do it. If they do a shotgun with a 2-back with the 2 running backs next to Jordan, oh boy.
All right.
Right.
Al just threw out a question: will the St. Louis Battlehawks play at the new soccer stadium? The answer they're looking for is no.
No.
They want to play at the Dome only. They don't want to shorten up the crowds. They don't want to shorten up the crowds. They want it big. So they want to play just at the Dome. And I understand that. That's pretty much what they want to do, and let the MLS have their own stadium. And
also, this. Sorry, Arlington. The seat capacity for the MLS team is 22,500, and the lower bowl is more than that.
Right. Correct.
right. And David just said Kurt made it clear to him that, contrary to popular belief, the Battlehawks nor the XFL has expressed any interest in playing in the 2022 St. Louis MLS Stadium. So they don't even want to be there. So at this point, fill the dome. That's all there is to it. I want it to the point, folks, where that they're going to have to open up the upper bowl seats. And plus, you got to give the finger to Stan Kroenke. That's what this is really for. But I think the only way that's going to happen is how the team performs. But you have to do it at least for the first game against the Guardians. You got to show that we can bring 40,000. Like, you got to open up that upper bowl to the point that it's forced, because you don't ever want to turn away fans. You never want to. So get those tickets, get them now, so that way when the time comes, they're going to have to be forced to do something about it. And because people want football and know everybody loves it. So make it happen.
Yeah,
All right,
just one thing.
Yep.
Then I'm going to go and let you guys go with it. Hopefully with the XFL, because recently, hopefully they don't have this problem like the NFL's having is the officiating. And now it seems like the team. And also recently with 2 players, the Jets and Redskins medical staff.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Gonna be key.
well, thank you guys. I'll leave the show to you.
All right.
That is Will Freeman, ladies and gentlemen. He is.
He is basically the backbone, really, of XFL, STL. If you really think about it.
Indeed.
I mean, am I lying?
No.
I mean, Will is the one that gives. Will has all those reports out there for us and all that good stuff. Hey, this is the XFL STL talk show in a joint production of One Universal Production and In the Zone Network. I am Dirty. Sitting right over there is my partner in crime, the one, the only.
A-Train Arlington Lane. And Kurt said they're looking to open up 300 level seats. So
Yes.
that means, hey, get those tickets, folks. And here's the thing I wonder. Are they going to bring down the price? Would the price be like, what, $20, $15? What? For the 300 level seats.
Dude, I say you have to keep them at $20.
I would see that.
I say you'd have to because you can't really go any lower than what you
That you
went.
offered. Yeah.
You know what
They
I'm
just
saying?
it just goes $20 as well.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, man. You can't go much
Especially
lower.
how you put it out there, man, that it was gonna be $20.
Right.
Adam Schefter, yeah.
I love it. Adam Schefter, yes.
Of the
it is.
XFL, you mean? But
That
XFL STL,
Right.
at that
This
point.
is the XFL STL talk show, and with that being said, we're gonna take a quick little break, and we will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the XFL Talk Show. I am Dirty, and sitting right next to me is the one, the only, my partner in crime from In the Zone Network.
A-Train Arlington Lane.
Wait.
You got me up?
There you go.
The A-Train Arlington Lane is here, ladies.
Yeah, no, it's not over, Wayne. We're back. So just give us a minute. So another reason why we decided to broadcast tonight, there were two big things, and we got to, well, three. We talked about Corey Vereen.
Yeah.
Right?
It did.
And so, you know, as you know, oh, cool, but had to drive my wife back home from Target. That's cool, man. Wayne, that's awful nice of you.
And you watching the show?
And you're watching the show, man. Wayne, you're good. You're a good dude, Wayne.
Yeah, Keelan. What's going on?
There's our boy Keelan.
Keelan was giving me some love when I was doing the derailment, man.
I know our boy. He was our boy Wyatt's on there.
Yes. Oh, what's up, Wyatt? The only man that can talk about the NFL on this page.
That's true. And we're going to see Wyatt this next Saturday.
Next Saturday, baby.
At MMWA
I can't wait, man.
Wrestling. I know, right? You're going to be there.
I will be there.
So it's going to be interesting to see how we do this.
Yes, the XFL STL talk show will be at MMWA Wrestling. So go have some fun with us on that Saturday night, man. Shout out to Big Jim Harris, man, and Tony Costa, man.
You know, let's get the plugs out of the way. You know, on Monday nights, we do the DCS show right here on One Universal Productions and on YouTube. And then on Tuesday nights, we do the One Nation Network TV. And my co-host on that night is the one, the only, the best-selling author from Amazon.com. Linda Brown, go check her book out right now. She has a new one, fantasylover.com on Amazon. Go check it out right now. And then on Wednesday nights, before us, we have the MMWA talk show with Dr. Drew, Jim Harris, and myself. And then Wednesday night, it is all wrapped up with the XFL show with me and you, and then our correspondent, Mr. Will Freeman. And we got some big things coming up over the next couple weeks.
Some things that we still can't talk about.
No, we can't.
We still can't talk
about it. But we got some big stuff.
Yeah, we're lying to you, Rocky.
Yeah, we're lying to you, Rocky. We got some very big stuff. And this Monday, I want to say it's at the Wentzville Hot Shots.
Okay.
They're doing a happy hour, so you can catch me out there Wednesday or Monday night.
Yeah, if my work schedule is
right. Yeah, so you can catch me. You can catch me out there Monday night. So let's get to it. Keelan, we cannot spill. We can't spill this. Everybody keeps asking tailgate parties.
There is going to be a tailgate.
There is going to be an unofficial away tailgate party that you guys all need to come to, because there will be giveaways, there will be drink specials, and we will be there doing a pre and post game.
That's going to take away what that means. We can't go to Dallas then.
Well, you know, we'll figure something out.
Maybe the day before or something, man.
We'll figure something out, you know.
No, we can't. We'll talk about bring out the Rocky Sucks chants.
Oh, Rocky. Where's the Kurt Angle music?
Right. Exactly.
No, I've already had a cease and desist letter from the WWE, and I don't need another one, because that's a scary sight. But let's get to it. This whole thing that spurred the controversy for a free shirt, which is coming, it's in the mail, spurred this. We post it on our page, and I'm going to do this real quick again. Arlington, you want to read this real quick?
Sure. The news, views, and opinions shared in some of the videos created by One Universal Production Company do not necessarily represent the views, opinions, or beliefs of the above. Fair use notice. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976.
And there you go. So, from right here, from one of our really good sources, we've had the man on our show, Stefan reported that the XFL jerseys reportedly coming around Thanksgiving. And guys, if you want some really good news and up-to-date news like we give you, definitely go to Stefan's page.
Hey,
at XFL Newsroom.
I'll tell you right now, man, they are good. XFL News Hub is good, and XFL Board, especially the guys at XFL Board. Shout out to my man Mike Mitchell. Mike Mitchell, who is a fan of this show.
Yes.
And Mike, we got to get you back on this program. Get you on this program. I got you on the Alliance XFL. Wonderful gentleman, man. He was at a young age reporting for the New York, New Jersey Hitman.
Yes, he was.
And so back in 2001, and now he's going to be able to cover not just the XFL as a whole, but also cover the New York Guardians that'll be playing in the same stadium. But I can't wait for when they come here.
Right. Well, then let's not forget you got John Turner up there at a Football World Discussion.
Yeah, shout out to them up in D.C., man. I know they still partying, man.
John's still partying, and you want all your D.C. news, you go to a Football World Discussion.
Yeah,
You'll get all your D.C. news up there from John and Stacy up there, so go check their page out. So it says, a few weeks back, we reported on what may possibly been a leak of the Tampa Bay Vipers jerseys. Since then, we've heard from the St. Louis BattleHawks Twitter that jerseys would be released in November. Although we still have not have a solid date yet, it seems we're getting closer. Team president of the Dragons stated during their week a seating at the table, which we know that Curtis said they all once a week, all 8 of them, they sit around and they have a big conference with each other and talk about things. And it said a seat at the table Facebook stream that team jerseys would be revealed around Thanksgiving. He has since reconfirmed via his Twitter at Van A. Hurst.
Now note, within those, there's
Hold on,
quotation marks.
Let me get to you. Let me get over here to you. Okay, Arlington, do your thing.
Those quotation marks. It says around Thanksgiving. So that means it could be before, it could be after. So,
correct.
So it could be at any time. And hopefully, if they do come out, let them come out while it's Black Friday.
Right, exactly. And it says Gaston also clarified that specific dates have not been determined yet, but we are definitely getting closer. Yesterday marked the 100th day from kickoff.
Yes.
For the XFL. And that means I hope the very first game has an overtime and we get 88 players on that field for the overtime.
You really want to see all of them on the field,
I want to see that 88 player overtime.
Folks, I hate to break it to you.
You know, we lie on this show. We lie on this show. 88 players on the field for overtime.
Dirty in this case, okay? It's 44. He's gonna be, but hey, I do want to see that. The one, hey, do you really want to see it in St. Louis and Dallas game? Do you want to see it in that one?
I want to see it so they can smash mouth Dave LaGreca's Renegades. I would love it.
Hey, you'll be one up there.
I will be one up.
Yeah. And how about that? How about pressure for you on the first week of the season?
Oh shit! Oh, you know what? We can give a big announcement out.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you can.
So you guys do know the bet that we made. Well,
on this show
right here on the XFL STL Talk Show. We said that if we got to 1,000 likes or 1,000 followers, I would get the BattleHawk tattoo.
You did both of them.
And we made it to both, so thank you guys. And with that being said, we actually have a tattoo artist and studio who is going to put the tattoo on me. I want to give a special thank out to St. Louis Ink. Right up there in Ferguson, Missouri, right off of West Florissant, and Ryan Braun will be the tattoo artist that will be giving me the BattleHawk tattoo.
Not the guy from the Milwaukee Brewers, so get out your mind.
No, he will be the guy that will be giving me my tattoo, and you will see it live on the air, and Arlington is just salivating.
I am thrilled
at the chance to watch me.
Wait to see this.
Shut up, Arlington. Shut up. You know, we need to talk to Stefan about putting our show on his page, the bastard.
No, don't do that.
I know. But no, so how excited, I mean, we're 100 days away from the season.
Yes.
So we're just possibly weeks away from the real jerseys. Not that bullshit you saw on Facebook by that one guy who blocked me because I told him, hey, that's bullshit. And then, boop, he blocked me.
On Twitter, man. Yeah.
Blocked me like that.
Yeah, we're going to put him a little bit on blast.
Yeah, I'll put you on blast, but I'll do that on Wednesday. Don't worry, because I got a few things for a few of these guys out here that talk about their shit and saying they're the best.
All right. You done? Are you done, man?
Yeah. Okay. But, I mean, we're just weeks away from the real jerseys being released.
Yep. And then about the players, and that's what's going to be the key. Who's going to be the team? Who's going to be the official 52-man team for the St. Louis BattleHawks? I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to the Team 9. Where you can pick and pull from.
Yes.
I almost feel like when you go up to the junkyard up there on Hall Street.
Pick and pull on Hall Street.
And
it's not a paid endorsement.
No, it's not. You go over there and you go pick up your find another player to insert into your roster. It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out as the if heaven forbid anybody gets major injuries.
Right? Yeah.
It's it's expected. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's football. I mean, you're expected to get injuries.
Yeah. But
I mean, really, 100 days away.
Yep. And February 9th, folks, we're not day 1, but we're day 2. Okay, so that's fine.
It doesn't matter. February 8th, you need to have your TV on at 2 o'clock
on AB
in the afternoon, watching the very first game.
And what better spot to be in than DC? Because DC right now is sitting on a high.
I don't like though that. You don't like? I don't like that John Turner in a football world discussion get the first game.
You know what? I did make I made a play for XFL STL at the time. It was XFL Lewis to get the first game here.
That's right.
And my efforts didn't come up short, but only it was for good reason, because there were already 2 events. There were an event that was already slated in for both weekends at the Dome.
There was a big. There's the big volleyball tournament. That's a 10-day tournament.
Yes,
that's here, and then they're having some kind of
convention or something down there.
Yeah, some kind of convention the following weekend. So that's why.
But yeah, other than that, it would have happened. It really would have happened.
Right.
But that's fine. February 23rd is the home opener for here in St. Louis, and February 9th begins the very first XFL football game for St. Louis.
And it's going to be a party.
Yes. And
you guys can come party with us.
Hey,
before the game.
Is anybody going down to Dallas? I saw David. David had been mentioning that he was going to go down. He thought about going down to Dallas for the first game and witness it. See, I thought about that too, man, because I'm like, it would have been great.
We have.
And I was like, I almost want to skip that week just so.
There's still a possibility.
But see, we have to go down on a Saturday, go down for the game Saturday, and have to get back here. I'm missing work that day.
I mean, there's a possibility that we could be going.
Right? I was saying, I had to miss work that day. Like, literally, and I don't want to miss no money.
There's a possibility we might be going.
I know already. I know. But what we talked about. Right, and we sitting there,
there you go. Man. I love it because it's caught on now. Everybody's doing it now. Everybody's doing the
and then when you have foes over at 101 ESPN now buying into the mix when they got the shirts now.
I wonder where you heard the call first though. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where you heard it first.
Right. Man, see, I have to mention this. I do.
Go ahead.
Go to Podomatic.com/podcast/In the Zone Network. Listen to the monologue and guarantee what he just said, what Dirty just said, is exactly what's been going on. Grassroots are getting shunned. Only reason they're getting shunned because we're bringing out the real heat.
But
you want to take the credit for it, but it don't want to give the credit to the people that's actually been putting it out there. That's what that was about.
I mean, I just wonder where that started from. I don't know. Caw, bitches.
BattleHawk Live is where you find that. Speaking of which, this is BattleHawk Live, where you find on One Universal Production on YouTube and at Facebook.com/XFLSTL. I am the A-Train Arlington Lane. Right over there next to me is the one, the only, the unprofessional professional.
Dirty.
And as you can see, we doing some things different around. I like the set, man.
I do too, right?
We never really talk about them when we do this show.
No, we don't.
And as you can see, it
looks nice though, doesn't it? Look at it. Look, we got the screen over there.
Yep.
You know,
the lighting inside is great.
We got the lighting. I mean, it's nice and sunny in the Philippines today. You know, we're broadcasting live from the Philippines.
Yeah, so some of us, one is actually broadcasting out of St. Louis. The other is out of here.
I don't know. You know, I mean, it's a nice, sunny, beautiful day. It's not cold here.
Is it cold? It's not that bad here.
Is it cold in St. Louis?
It's not that bad.
Because it's not cold in the Philippines.
It ain't that bad, man. Shut up.
Yes. Right up there at the top, you see it, the XFL STL talk show.
Yes. This is.
So this was another article put out by another great contributor to the official St. Louis BattleHawk page and the XFL page, Sandy Johnson.
I love her, man.
She does a phenomenal job. I'm glad she's feeling better because that girl is right back on it, kicking ass as always. And again, as you know, we say this is part, we're using this under the Fair Right Act, copyrights of 1976. The views and opinions expressed in this do not view of One Universal Production. The biggest thing that the XFL is doing is, why is the XFL's best interest to tap into the female football fan base?
Shout out to the XFL chick, man.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, she did.
Exactly.
Excellent.
And this comes from another one of our good friends over there at the XFL board.
Yeah, XFL chick, man.
Yep.
She follows, man. Good follow.
Right, and it says, in the old days when men joined clubs, one person intentionally excluded were women. There is no doubt that some women crave to be part of the inner circle. Women have simply resisted to succumb to the expression, "It's a man's world." Boy, these women nowadays, are kicking everybody's ass.
Hey, man, shout out to Rebecca Grant. You're like, well, who is that? She's sexy as hell, but she follows football like it's nobody's business, man. I'm getting so much trouble for that, but guess
right.
what, man?
So why is it? So she goes on to say, why is it in the XFL's best interest to seek out and involve female fans? Yeah.
Let me break it down for you.
Okay, go.
All right, it said, how can they draw the fans? Number one, women want to feel venerated, appreciated, all while socializing, bonding with other like-minded women with gripping stories. Make time during an XFL game with players where players honor women who have inspiring stories.
Correct.
Cancer survivors, serving the military, selfless mothers, have them walk on the field, highlight their resilience. It's a plus that they're to watch their baby, their boo, their big brother. Now, then with that being said, on that first point, the other league doesn't want to do that. Now, they wanted to do a big thing with breast cancer survivors and whatnot, but then they stopped. Then they started finding people that wore pink because it didn't fit with the uniform, yet they were honoring their whoever was mother, sister, aunt, grandmother, and they said no. That's where this can change. All of that can change.
Exactly.
Then number two, women are the mothers, always want what's best for the child, have a players meet and greet for the moms, take the little ones too. Kids get excited. Not only moms save time with the babysitter, they more importantly have such a positive impact on young ones who so often look up to pro athletes. Yes, I
agree with that, and I agree with the first thing because, and they've kind of taken some of the WWE thing where they do in October, they do the Susan
G. Komen
thing, and they get a bunch of the breast survivors for all the shows, and they have them come out and they have them on stage, and it's various superstars that support them. You see all of the women in wrestling have become more mainstream than the men have as superstars, and some of them over-succeeded the men in like Becky Lynch and Charlotte and Sasha and Bayley that they've done the commercial for. And then what you just did in Saudi yesterday with the first ever female match with Natalya and Lacey Evans. And I mean, I don't mean to go into wrestling. I mean, to be honest with you, I teared up and started getting choked up watching that match.
Because that promotes change.
Not just change, but change for somewhere that has looked as women as second-class citizens for thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really it's showing something. So I think that would be great. Both of these two topics would be great for the XFL to do something like that. All right, go on.
It's also the third one. Women also care about safety. So if the XFL can make an obvious effort to show how they are working on helmets to reduce concussions or enforcing rules that protect players, women with connections to players on field will feel comforted and encouraged to support their men in their love of the game on or off the field.
We do know as fathers that we're like, I do it all the time. Like last night we were trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
And Minnie Dirty was like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And I'm like, shut up, sis. Keep walking. But mothers are a different story.
Yeah.
Mothers are the ones that control if their sons play football or not.
Yep.
They don't want their sons to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They want to make sure their sons are safe. So that would be a great thing for them to take the mothers out onto the field and to show them that they're being safe. All right, go on.
Beyond women's nurturing qualities, women are multitasking, productivity-seeking beasts who love efficiency. The XFL should emphasize their efforts towards shortening the game, which they are doing, making it more fast-paced and action-filled, thus being an attractive sporting event while not sucking out too much time for the weekend. That's why they're trying to get it in within under 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
So that way, that means if they have to take the alliance approach in reducing commercials, so be it.
And they said that's what they're doing.
So I wouldn't mind seeing a 2-hour game or 2.5 hour game, 2 hours and 15 minutes, man. So that way you can continue on your weekend, and then the times are actually perfect because especially that very first game that they're talking about is at 2 p.m. on the East, and then 5 p.m.
On the East
coming up with the next game. So if they get in at 2.5 hours, boom, you get the next game ready to go. 2.5 hours, you can be done by 8 o'clock. You can be ready to go on the East Coast, getting ready to go out and have a good time on Saturday night.
And let's not think about it. Let's think of it this way: they've made the game affordable,
exactly,
for the families to go to.
Exactly.
All right. Last but not least.
Yes, I'll be the one to write it as the XFL chick. I'm saying it in her words. Women love to capture moments and allude to basic picturesque scenes. Why not set up backdrops for all those Instagram enthusiasts? Give them a reason to post a fun conversation starter picture of them attending an XFL game. Women do want to be involved. Let's get them there. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't believe if I told you this. My wife said she wanted to go to an XFL game.
You're right. My wife said she wanted to go.
So that is something more simple, and if it's a lot faster, I guarantee she may want to go back again.
Right. Let's also not forget the lady who gave that thing that's hanging in the studio back there. You know, that a little dirt never hurt anybody.
Yeah.
The Mother Hawk. Lois.
Yeah.
I mean, she was mad that we weren't going to be there. And I told her, I'm like, well, I have a birthday party, Arlington. She's like, okay, I'll forgive you guys. But she came decked out in her new Mother Hawk gear that she had. She had her wings, she had her pants, everything.
Oh, man, I'm hurt.
She was mad at us.
Oh, I'm hurt.
But look, that's why we dubbed her the Mother Hawk.
Yep.
She has been at every single one of those things that we've been to and all of that stuff. And she is basically the number one fan of the St. Louis BattleHawks.
Yeah, Will had a great point. NHL does better with female fans.
Yes.
And believe it or not, crazy as kept, Major League Baseball does the same too with their female fans. Even though it's a longer game, it's something about the players, the look of these players. I guarantee you, I'm glad you put that up. I'm glad you did. There are going to be so many women that's going to want to mess with this dude right here.
Oh, yeah, I have it right here.
I know you pulled it up.
I'm going to play it. This is what I'm going to end the show with. I'm just going to let it play in the background.
Hey.
But this right here, this is going to, do you remember what Mother Hawk told us?
He was weak.
She goes, he's a nice tall drink of water.
Jordan, if you are watching this show, I guarantee you, man, women are going to.
Here it goes.
Jordan,
Lois looked great in her wings. Kudos to the Mother Hawk. And so this is what we're gonna end the show with this clip from our quarterback, Jordan, the 10 out of 10.
Are we out of here for real?
No, we don't have to be, but I'm just showing this is the clip. Yeah. But so this is what our page looks like. You guys are seeing what our page looks like. It's all day long like this. Phone just constantly dying because we had too much shit going on. But I love it though, and I want to say thank you.
Did you need a charger?
No, I got the charger over here, man.
Oh, okay.
I got 2 watch parties going over here, and
no wonder you ain't got nothing going on, man.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy. But I really think, as you can see, that the XFL is gearing it more towards a family-based system.
Like the XFL chick said, the female, the young child, and in the mix between that, the gamer, as my man Fred Rogan has spoke about, and I keep speaking about on this show. If you can nab those, I think you can get an audience here. And I can't help but repeat myself. Right, winning overtime. That to piss you off.
Oh shit! Seriously.
But if they can, it's all gonna be about the game itself. Like when they did the video, the opening intro video with the rap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the terms make a trade, make a bet.
Right.
That's something I'm looking forward to seeing because I'm intrigued, especially like what the Alliance tried to do, even though it wasn't the ultimate game plan with the tech. I want to know what things that they want to do with that XFL or XFL wise.
Correct.
If they do the same, okay, just make sure when you do it that there's some kind of betting element to it.
Now, here, okay, so I was listening to something, and let's be honest. It's going to be really hard to do a fantasy football with the XFL right now, the first year.
Maybe.
Think about it. You only have 8 teams.
So?
Okay. So that means your league, like if you do it in the no fun league, you can do a 12-man league.
True.
This, you'd have to do an 8-man league.
But you also remember that...
no, but you see what I'm saying?
Right.
You'd have to do an 8-man league.
How many 8-man league can you put up? Tons.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Tons. So you only got the 8 quarterbacks that you're picking from, the 16 running backs that you're picking from.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The what? 32 wide receivers you're picking from.
Yeah.
And then you have the 8 defenses that you're picking from. You see what I'm saying?
Indeed.
So, I mean, to me, it would be a little hard to do a fantasy because, I play a lot of fantasy football. I think it would be really hard this first year to do fantasy football.
Yeah. And
I mean, it could work.
Might be. It could.
But I think it would be really hard.
Like, there already was some betting lines.
Yes.
And before the rosters came out.
Right.
Before the players were selected. That's something I like. It's hilarious. I mean, it's a good thing because it's good for the league. You know what I mean? And so when we get to February 8th in Seattle and takes on DC, hey, every eyeball, XFL community and whatnot should be on that screen.
Right.
That means every fan that's going out to Audi Field in DC. So this is going to mess around and be the Alliance XFL in a minute.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
We're going to change this whole game up and make everybody go over there. Mm-hmm. But that's where we're headed is going to be something magical. And so everybody needs to hop on this ride and get ready because it's going to be something.
It's going to be fun. Yep. It's definitely going to be fun. And as you heard,
I'm just waiting for the rules, baby.
Here you go. Mobile betting. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I think we do see a mobile app come year 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think we expand in year 2.
Huh. Okay.
So it's going to be interesting how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you heard what the president of the, I can't say that name.
Just say Miss Heather. We'll say
Miss Heather. You saw, what she said.
And
we have the finances in place.
Yep. And leadership is taking its time.
Yes, and leadership is taking its time.
So, folks, don't rush the product. Okay, these women and men know what they're doing. Granted, some of the things that's being put out there hasn't been necessarily the truth. Like when they said that it was going to be out there, and things are getting delayed, but at the same time, it's getting out there. And because it's getting out there, it's letting you know that this stuff is really real.
Mm-hmm.
It's real. This is not a game. It's not a joke. I had a conversation with a friend, and he was like, "Well, why are you investing in a league where there's a bunch of nobodies?" He said this to me, and I said the reason why I'm investing in it is because it's different. And he said, "Well, what's so different about it?" I said, "Well, the game itself is going to be different. It's not going to be that pansy league that you continuously watch.
Yep.
And then you're going to sit back. You're going to see players that are hungry." And he's like, "Well, they could have been in that other league." And I was like, "Yeah, they could have, but now they get an opportunity to become stars themselves."
I'm glad you say that. I'm glad you say that because people say it all the time. Oh, if they're so good, they could be in the NFL. You're absolutely right. But there's 32 teams in the NFL, right?
Yep.
It's 54-man rosters, right?
53, 54, yeah.
Is it 53 or 54?
53.
Okay.
But still.
So times that by 32.
That is over 1,600 players.
Right. Okay. So now let's look at all the players that come in every single college Division I colleges, Division II colleges. I'm just going to make it short. Let's just say there's 10,000 division.
No, I can help you. There's 120 Division I schools. Okay. And
all right, so let's just go that there's 50,000. Let's just go with that number.
Even let's say
for the Division I,
you got 120. And let's say in each of the schools got 70-man rosters,
right?
That's 8,400 kids that you got.
Okay,
on
so 8,400 kids.
Yeah.
That are buying for a shot to play in the NFL.
Correct. Not a lot of them are going to go. We all know that.
We already know that in their 7 rounds.
Yep.
For the NFL draft, 32 picks. So that's what? 2, 3, no.
Look, right. You're only getting 264 picks.
Out of 8,400 players. So you're telling me, out of those 8,400 players, that a lot of those guys aren't quality football players to where you can make another league?
Right. And you have to what you have to understand with that mentality from what that league has and what the XFL league has is they're trying to find the best talent that you can sit there and watch them. Because if they don't, guess what? You're not going to want to watch the NFL teams either.
Right. And Wayne just said it. It's going to be fun, but it is going to take a few years to get the roots to set. The NFL took a long time to take hold of you. Look at their history. You're right, 100 years. 100 years.
Right, and y'all already trying to kill it within 1 or 2. Speaking of which, Antonio Brown needs to shut the hell up.
Antonio Brown ain't going to buy shit. Just because he posted his money on Facebook, good. Antonio Brown. There was a ESPN 30 for 30 show called Broke. Go talk to your idol, Andre Rison, who you're just like. You're going to be broke like him in 5 years. That's all I'm saying. And Andre Rison was a hell of a better receiver than you. And he made it to the Super Bowl 4 straight years. How many times did you get to the Super Bowl? AB. And you got on a team that takes a lot of degenerates and turns them into champions, and you still couldn't do it there because you had to threaten some lady with a text message, idiot.
All right. It says you're right. After college, there's nowhere for the players that NFL pass up. They need the players. Exactly.
Right.
So,
and I will brings up a good thing. Undrafted free agents. You're right. Look
all
at
of
that.
Yep. So, for guys like Mr. Vereen that said it, he didn't feel right doing it and he felt lied upon. Fine. That's on you.
That's good.
But heaven forbid, let their second chance come up and then they close that door on you, and then the door that you wanted through the NFL closes on you. Then where you gonna go? You're gonna wind up playing in the CFL somewhere you probably didn't even want to play, but you say, hey, you want to continue your career, you want to keep going. Or, sad to say it, I hope the Arena Football League does come back. They need to, because that's where a lot of talent is being utilized, especially for the new XFL, especially us after finding out the Albany Empire, man. They just won the title. They no longer are a team. And so I'm like, wait a minute, what? Mm-hmm. But there's talent that's focused there as well. So it's all there, and everybody's vying for a spot. So it's going to be a tough road for them. But each player, keep your head up, man. There will be more opportunities for you. I'm ready to see Zach Stacy. I want to see Carter Show. The people that's dropping out, hey, that means your opportunity is getting back up in, man. Look,
it's funny that you say that because there were 13 new guys that got signed to practice squads. So everybody's freaking out, going, "Oh, look, see, the players are leaving."
I saw that the AFL's folding. Yeah.
Listen, if you're a football player, okay, and the XFL has said it, we're not going to stop these guys from going to the NFL.
They don't want them to.
Right. They go, if they get signed to the NFL, we're going to let them go. But if they don't get picked up on the roster and they're just on the practice squad, we still own their rights.
Yep.
So once the season starts, and Kurt said it, he goes, we want this to be a place where they could showcase themselves to get possibly to the NFL if that's how it works out.
Yeah.
We don't want them to leave.
Right.
But but they want to help these kids.
They want to make their own stars.
Right.
As they should.
And they're going to have one out there in LA.
Think about it before.
Because have you seen what's going on out there in LA? He's been all over the XFL page.
Think about it. Okay. We speak about other professional leagues. The American Football League, before it became associated with the NFL, they were a league where they had their own stars. Right. You had guys like George Blanda. I'm taking you back. And I don't even, it's funny. I just read up on my history. George Blanda. You had Billy Cannon. You also had, help me. Houston. Charlie Hennigan. You also had guys, Len Dawson.
Yeah.
Len Dawson was oh my God, one of the best quarterbacks that played for the Chiefs, man.
Yeah.
And think about it. Anybody that was in the AFL, they had to have their own stars before they even got to the NFL. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that is what the XFL is going to try and do as well. The only difference was the AFL was trying to compete with the NFL.
Right. And the XFL isn't.
I don't see why it's so hard to understand.
This is what you guys keep forgetting. This is in the spring.
Right.
After the NFL season.
Exactly.
Let me say it again. After the NFL season.
And it's funny that you mentioned that
they're not competing. Not like the USFL competed back in the day with, number 45. Like they competed with the NFL. This league's not competing with the NFL. This is an alternative. Just like that Australian football league's an alternative. Just like that German football league is an alternative. Just like the Japan football league is an alternative. And if you don't believe me, go to a Football World discussion and you'll see all of that.
It's all there, man.
This is just another alternative for football.
Yep.
Because football is such a big, big business.
Yep.
Football brings in money, hand over fist.
All the time.
Just like, no, New York is not winning at all. Timothy,
Tim's back in.
Tim. I like you, pal. You've been a big supporter. But you know very well that the Guardians ain't winning anything.
Hey, are you coming to St. Louis?
Yeah, are you coming to St. Louis, Tim? Because if you do, we will have you on the show.
We got a spot ready.
We got a spot for you. Well, Arlington does in the studio.
Yeah. I got a spot for you right here.
Right, yeah. But the Guardians are not winning against the BattleHawks. The BattleHawks are going 10-0, people. And then we're going to go 12-0 because we are going to be the first XFL, well, technically, the second XFL champions.
The reboot will be first, all right?
I mean, there was an original XFL champion.
Hey, and speaking of which, man, shout out to all of those. My thing is this. The ones that was in the old one, they need to be a part of the new one.
Right.
You know what I mean? In some shape, form, or fashion. Granted, great documentary and stuff by Charlie Ebersol and company, man. But at the same time, man, they need to be here. I want to see Rod Smart. Rod need to be in St. Louis one good time.
No, you know who needs to be here? He hates me.
That's what I'm talking about.
He hates me. Needs to be here. No, I don't care. I'm not calling him by his first name.
You're talking about my government name.
He hates me. He needs to be here. He needs, because I will mark out if he shows up.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, if we look at it from the looks of things from all the different rosters, there's a lot of great talent on each team, and it's gonna be fun to see.
Now, what did you see what Tim said?
What did he say?
He says, honestly, I'm not sure. I'm doing Washington and Dallas. Dallas, really? Dallas? You're gonna go to Dallas? Well, of course you are. You're from New York. You New Yorkers migrate to the Florida or Dallas or something like that because you guys like the cowgirls and all that stuff. So you go there, Tim. You just go there. But St. Louis is still winning it all there, pal. Tommy Maddox, I would love. I would love to see Tommy Maddox.
Bring Tommy Maddox, man. Tommy Maddox needs to be because he was the MVP of the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, right?
Bring him in, man.
He was on the team. What team did win the first?
The Los Angeles Extreme.
That's right. The Wildcats are not definitely going to be. They're definitely not winning. Trust me on that one.
The Ball Hawks, the second. I like it. I like the Ball Hawks
For what?
for the BattleHawk secondary.
Ooh, man, yeah, because we do have a lot of good. We do have a lot of good defensive backs. I do like that.
I'm down.
He
for
goes,
that, man.
LOL, I have family in Dallas. All right, I'll forgive you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Hey, let me guess. You're gonna go to the Dallas St. Louis game while you're at it, right? You're not gonna even go to the home.
You know what? Yeah, go to the Dallas St. Louis game, Tim. I like the Ball Hawks.
Yeah, it's a good name.
That's a cool name.
Yeah. What?
Well, did you see what's sticking with Jordan now? Jordan 10 out of 10 to my It's starting to stick now. You're seeing it. Yep.
Yeah, it is. Said Washington is short drive, and I would tend to.
Oh, of course he's tending a game with John and Stacy.
Oh, boy. All right, I will let him go with that. You know,
No,
but honestly,
I don't blame you too, because it's what, like a 2-hour drive from
New York
New
to
York to DC, hour and a half maybe. So I don't blame him on that one. Well, I mean, Tim's really got it good because where he's at, I mean, he's in New York.
Yep.
He's got the Guardians.
Yep.
And then just a few hours, like an hour or so away, he has another team in the DC. So when the Guardians start sucking it up, because that's what's going to happen, because they're going to be dead last. The defenders are going to be number 2 in our division. Well, yeah, I'll take that back. Here's how it's going to work. The East, BattleHawks 10-0. You laugh. It's the truth.
I'm listening.
The DC defenders are going to be 8-2.
Okay.
The Guardians will be 5-5. And the Tampa Bay Vipers will be 0-10. Now, I'm calling it now. Mark my words, because I speak the truth. I don't lie. Your shirt's in the mail.
Oh man, it's been that kind of night, folks.
Dallas.
It's a Friday night. I love it.
Dallas is going to go 5-5.
Right, so you get your free stuff.
Right. Houston's going to go 5-5. Seattle will go 8-2. Okay. Seattle's going to go 8-2. Dallas and Houston are going to go 5-5. And I hate to say it because of our boy Jeremiah Spicer, who's on the Wildcats.
You just hate the Wildcats, man.
Unfortunately, well, yeah, because look who their head coach played for. I mean, come on. I am going to have a Jeremiah Spicer jersey, but they're going to go.
Oh yeah, Tim, you going to WrestleMania, huh?
They're going to go. They're going to go 2. They're going to go 2-8.
So wait a minute. Okay, I got a question. Are you going to WrestleMania?
No, because it's XFL season.
But okay, all right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Is it Wayne asks, is it true they're going? Yes, they're going to practice at the Rams practice field.
Yes, they are.
Which is not the Rams practice field is now.
It is not.
It's Lou Fuse Athletic Center.
That's right.
And quiet as kept, it may remain the Lou Fuse Athletic Center.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to stay within St. Louis.
Yes.
So, yes, and it's on Athletic Drive, as what is David has elaborated. So, yeah, at this point now.
Yeah, Tampa will be on the road. Tampa will be on the road at that time because of WrestleMania that weekend.
Call a cell phone, bucko. Duh.
Do what?
He said you could attend WrestleMania and watch XFL at the same time. It's called a cell phone.
Well, I know that, but when we're going to be at the games, it's going to be kind of hard to go to WrestleMania. And I've been to the last 6 WrestleManias, and the last few have been shitty. Sorry, Vince, but they have.
He said, I wonder when we'll start seeing some XFL cross promotion doing. If you've been missing out, David.
Damn it! I'm about ready to bust the rant. Then
you gonna bust out a rant? Pull it up. Hey, we got time before the day is over. And this is where I get away from the scene. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time.
Just hold on.
You're not going to do it?
I'm trying to stay calm. Trying to stay
relaxed.
relaxed.
Really, BattleHawks would be 1-9. You wish they were.
Who said that?
Tim did.
Oh, shut up, Tim.
You said XFL cross promotion during WWE broadcast.
Oh, shit.
Like, I will say this, that XFL players have been showing up. They've been showing up. Oh, yeah, you got to go in on it. Today's the night. Yeah, you got to do it. 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 You have to. Put the camera on yourself.
I know. Well, okay.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it, man.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You gotta do it.
Let me explain something to you, WW. You come to St. Louis, and then you don't have any of our players, okay? You don't have any of our players there, okay? Then you have that idiot who can't even announce very well in the ring, screw up. Then you don't even show a commercial for the BattleHawks on TV. All you do is you show a commercial during commercial time at the Scott Trade Center, and then the guy says,
Enterprise.
"Get your St. Louis Blackhawk tickets." Now listen, I hate the Blues. I verbally say it all the time. I don't like the Blues. I like the Blackhawks better than the Blues. Not just, you don't say it just once. You son of a bitch. You say it twice. Get your St. Louis Blackhawk tickets now. Now, we wonder why people in St. Louis hated the name the BattleHawks when it was announced. Why? Because it sounded so close to all these redneck hillbillies named the Blackhawks. They were like, oh, I don't want to chant Hawks because it sounds so close to the Blackhawks. So then I said, fine, you guys don't want to. We're going to come up with Cacala then, so we don't have to chant BattleHawks. But yet, your own, your creation, Vince, your creation. Your guy screws up. Not once, but twice. It says St. Louis Blackhawks. Not a good idea, Vince.
Not a good look.
Not a good look. Okay, I'm done.
You got it out? Got it off your chest?
When I heard that, dude, I was like, did he really say the Blackhawks?
And then,
but yet there was a call chant that
I'm grateful for that, but my thing is, why? Okay, so I want to. Were there any BattleHawks players that were there?
None whatsoever.
No. See, that's a bad.
None. The only people that were there was the organization.
Yo.
Thank you. See?
Yo.
Is it about
we
ready
trying
to
to promote you?
Derailment.
We trying to promote you. This was your Jordan, dude. Where were you at, dog?
See, this is where I think I don't think this was more of a battle. I mean,
shut up, Tim.
This is why they're doomed from the start. You're an ass, Tim. You're an ass. I want to put some blame on the BattleHawks, knowing that they're here in St. Louis. Yeah, they did show up. They did their happy hour at Monday Night Raw. But maybe have, like, Coach Hayes there. Or maybe have, like, Azakim there. Maybe have, like, Jordan there. Maybe have Christian Michelle there. Maybe have Matt Jones there. You know? But then I think I'm more pissed off because the man putting the money behind the league, his own guy, not once, but twice. His job is to say everything perfectly. Perfectly. That's why you don't see him with cards. Like you do in other promotions, reading off the card. He screws the name up twice. And there was a big thing that said, get your St. Louis BattleHawk tickets. There's a big Jumbotron, and you still can't read it, you idiot. You still can't read it? Moron. See, Kurt was invited to Raw. Of course Kurt was. Kurt's been doing a lot of things in St. Louis.
And as he should have been.
He should have been shown on TV.
Now.
And he wasn't.
You're going to correct me on this. This is by Marshall Woodland, right?
Yes, which, ladies and gentlemen, another proud sponsor of the XFL STL BattleHawks, the End Homelessness Mission. Their mission is to help those in need with rent, mortgage payments of $500 for 3 to 12 months and get the resources to get their life back on track. This is a nonprofit organization that helps the homeless to help end homelessness here in St. Louis. You could call Michelle Woodland at 314-243-6034 to stand up for a change. Leave her a text or a message, or you can go to her page at www.endhomelessmission.org. You don't have to even donate. I wish you'll see her. She's standing on the corner. She's got the big BattleHawk signs and everything, but she will give you a St. Louis BattleHawk button. I want to see everybody with those buttons. I'm a St. Louis BattleHawk fan because she's going to start showing up at all these meet and greets and donate money to help her in this great cause to end homelessness.
Wait a minute, Tim. You really think that they're going to promote over at the Nassau Coliseum? You really think so? Monday, they're going to promote the XFL and the NHL? You serious about that, dude?
I could see that over there.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, see, he said, I can't wait for the XFL to be promoted Monday at the Nassau, and they say to get your get
it correctly because you can't screw up greatness. I think, that just proves our point, man, that everybody wants St. Louis to go so bad.
Everybody wants to hate on St. Louis.
I get it. I understand.
Let's go. Hate on St. Louis.
That's good.
We love it.
Hey.
We love it. Hate on us. Because we're going 10-0, and then we're going to win the championship.
Hey, the last thing I want to see is Jeremiah Spicer knocking Jordan Te'amo down on the ground, man. That's the last thing I want to see.
Right. Yeah, okay. I thought you said that's the first thing you want to see. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
No, I said that's the last thing
I
want to see.
I don't want to see Jeremiah Spicer even close to him.
Or make a game-winning pick or anything like that. Nothing. It's an Eminem for life. Shut up.
Nothing. This is the XFL STL talk show. This is a special edition Friday night of BattleHawk Live. With a joint production of One Universal Production and In the Zone Network. I am Dirty. Sitting right over there is the A-Train himself, the most professional sports journalist in the business today.
I wish you stopped calling me a journalist, man, because I don't think I have nothing about journalism, man. Speaking of ways about lazy journalism, no, I ain't gonna get to that.
That's that.
A-Train.
That's the TMA show.
Yeah. You heard it. That means you heard it, didn't you? Yeah, you heard it.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, you heard it. Okay.
Listen, I could tune them on. I just can't go to their page.
All day, every day.
Because, I've been blocked.
It's all good. He said Spicer after knocking down a guy, you just got spiced. He better not say that on the field.
That would be a great tagline for him.
Yeah, it would be. You just got spiced.
You just got spiced?
I wish it was here in St. Louis, though.
Dave, no, you should not be wanting Jeremiah Spicer to be hitting Jordan.
No, he didn't say that.
What is wrong with you, Dave?
Calm down, man. He said that's period. That ain't just for him. He hit anybody like that and call you just got spiced.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, I'm going to cry.
I do. Real talk, though. I really wanted to see him out there, and hopefully we get a chance to,
there you go. See, Tim throwing it out there for you. He goes, if you want to use the code NYT2020.
Hey, Dave, go ahead and throw yours out there, man.
Dave, throw yours out there, Dave. Come on, don't let Tim get you.
Hey, go ahead and throw your merchandise code out there. I saw yours. Go ahead and throw it out there, man.
That's the next thing I got. My wife is buying me the BattleHawks hoodie.
Yeah.
For Christmas, and the beanie.
Sweet, man.
And I'm getting the blue fitted hat.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I want the hoodie.
Yeah, the hoodie's sweet, dude. The hoodie is sweet.
Can I still get the old stuff?
You can still get the old stuff.
You know what I'm talking about? The one with just say St. Louis on
I just noticed you're wearing a damn Goonies shirt, dude. That is sweet as shit.
My wife got me this.
Dude, the Goonies is hey, you guys.
My wife got me this shirt, man.
Yeah. Hey, I agree. He should. He ought to get an endorsement deal. Called it
Season and Salt.
Season and Salt going, you got spiced.
Hey, we want the trademark on that.
Actually, you know what? Jeremiah, contact me, pal, because I can get you your own seasoning salt from, one of our great sponsors here, Grocery Bags with the Z.com for all natural spices, all natural ingredients. Go to grocerybags.com with a Z. Tell Mary and Conrad that One Nation Network TV sent you over there, and you'll get a discount. And they also have a special deal with Omaha Steaks. Go check them out. That's grocerybagswiththez.com. Jeremiah, contact me because we can get you your own spice. Yeah, just not thought about that. Damn. Thanks, Dave. That's cool. I do want the office-friendly BattleHawk shirt. I like that.
Yeah. I can't wear it though.
Why?
I can't unless I'm wearing it on game day or something like that. I won't be able to wear.
You don't have a casual Friday?
No, we don't.
I don't either.
No.
I don't either.
I had to wear uniforms all the time.
I do too.
It's for other things. If we do it for casual Friday, it's for something else I had to do. So
right.
That's the only thing.
Oh my God, he is teasing me with the BattleHawks merch.
Yeah, you got you.
Oh man,
it's okay. Tim don't have his own show though.
I'm gonna have to ban Tim.
No, you don't.
Ban Tim.
No, Your shirt's in the mail.
Shirt's in the mail,
Tim. All right. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves. We're about to get a little hijinks going on here.
Yeah.
We're going to get up out of here, man.
I said we're going to wrap it up because we actually do have a big announcement Wednesday.
Yeah.
To announce.
Sure do.
It's going to be very exciting for all you people. We love it. Wyatt, we know you love KC. But I will say this on a KC note. I did love that OJ dressed up as Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, man,
that was cool.
Your boy was mad.
That was cool. That was cool. OJ, keep it up, buddy. Keep it up.
That's crazy stuff. All right. Hey, before we wrap things up on this edition of BattleHawk Live, make sure you go to everywhere with us on
man,
Facebook.
we got, dude, you know what, Arlington?
Hey, watch the end of the show. You'll find out.
I got something for you, Arlington.
You got something for me?
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done, man.
We done?
So for Dirty Jason Spurgeon and myself, the A-Train, Arlington Lane, make sure you go and follow us at
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that anymore.
Bye.
This is the XFL STL Talk Show. We will see you guys Wednesday.
Bye.